Well, it's been a little while since we've done one of these box opening videos or what's in the mail videos, and I thought today would be a good opportunity because one of these boxes contains something from our brand new sponsor here at Black Bear Forge, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to make sure you knew who is helping to make these videos possible. Now, there's nothing here that's a surprise. I've either already looked at some of this stuff or I knew it was coming. But in any case, I do want to share with you, I've received a couple of thank you cards lately. This is from Catherine and Terry. They're just thanking me for the videos that I've been putting out this year. I appreciate the thought to send a card. See if I can find this card. And this card is from David in Vancouver. It's a very nice card. It's probably a high dollar card here. It says it's on papyrus. So thank you for sending the card. It's also just another general thank you card. And then in this box we have something from Devlin in Bedfordshire, UK. So this has come international. Of course, I guess the card from Canada was international as well. For some reason, just north of here, I don't think of international as much, but nevertheless. And this is a poster. This has some interesting things on it. This certainly deserves to be hung up in the blacksmith shop. This shows various tools on it, different types of tongs. But it's this temperature chart that'll really be handy. I frequently have to go find a book and look that up, but that's a good thing to have in the shop. Now this box, it weighs about 30 pounds, comes from Trenton over at Purgatory Ironworks. And he contacted me, he says, I found some cool stuff. Would you like some? Get some of this stuff out here and then I'll show you what he sent. Lots of material for starting the wood stove or the full forge. Now Trenton says he was scrounging around a scrap yard and found buckets of these things. These are roller bearings and he thinks these came out of bearings for a giant generator, the kind that would be used at a power plant. He says he's pretty sure these are 52-100, so there's some really good steel in these. According to him, he's been just forging them and using them as is, no hardening or tempering, anything like that on them. And it's going to be tough enough steel. I can see where that's probably pretty good for tools in the blacksmith shop. I don't know if I'd make hammers out of these or not, just because it is such high carbon steel. I'd hate for it to chip. But I'm sure there are going to be some tools in the shop made out of these things. And this looks like a big piece of copper here. So that's a nice thing. We'll have to cut that into some sort of bowls or vessels or something like that, probably would be the best thing. Take a page out of Roy's book over at Christ-Centered Ironwork. He does some fantastic copper bowls, so maybe we'll try something like that. But that brings us to this big box. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about. This is from Combat Abrasives, and they are our new sponsor here. If you've been paying attention to the videos, I've mentioned them a few times. And they make all sorts of abrasives, mostly belts for knife makers using 2x72 grinders and other sizes and lengths. And nowhere on their website do I see anything about great big belts. But apparently they have that capability too, because they sent some 3x132-inch belts that will fit that big monster grinder I've got. So this is hugely appreciated because these are a little bit harder to find than the 2x72s. But I think any belt you need, it's worth contacting them to see what they've got going on there. And there are some scalloped belts in here. These are really good for doing inside contours where you can't actually get a specific contact wheel in there. You just kind of work over the unsupported belt, and because it's scalloped, it doesn't dig into your work and leave track marks. So this will be a really fun thing to try out. I frequently use belts like this for working on handles for axes and adzes, so I think these are going to come in really handy. Thank you, Combat Abrasives. I really appreciate this, and I appreciate that you're sponsoring the channel. And one of the ways they are sponsoring the channel, besides sending some belts to try out, and I've always heard wonderful things about their belts, is that they have provided a link and a coupon code, which you can find down in the video description. Any of my videos from here on out, I'm going to try to make sure I have that link and that coupon code, and that should give you a discount on your next order. And that's a wonderful way to say thank you to the viewers. With Christmas right around the corner, it did seem appropriate to take a moment and open a few gifts. It does make it feel a little Christmassy. I even put on red and green for the occasion in case you didn't notice. But seriously, thank you again for everybody that sent something. Thank you, Combat Abrasives, for sponsoring the channel. But mostly, thank you everybody out there who takes the time to watch the videos, comment on the videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit that thumbs up button. That really means a lot. And in the long run, that's what drives this channel forward. In the meantime, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, or a Happy Hanukkah, or a joyous Noel, or just happy holidays. However you celebrate this time of year, I hope it's meaningful and I hope it brings joy to your life. But do try to get out to the shop, make something, stay safe, wear your safety glasses. We'll see you for the next one.